what's the word, YouTube? It's your boy, Coach TDOT. And I'm back with another reaction video for y'all today, man. Alright? So today, we gonna react to NBA legends explain how good Michael Jordan will be in today's NBA, man. Alright? What y'all think Mike will average? I think Mike will be giving niggas 40, 45, something like that. Something crazy today. But we gonna see what the rest of these NBA legends think, man. Alright? So let's get right into this thing. Without further ado. It's
You
Mike.
played in both eras. How many points do you think Jordan would literally average per game?
Today?
Today.
Phew. More than James Harden.
James Harden had a season he averaged 36.
More than that. For sure.
Mike will
Really?
average
For
40.
sure. And I was at the Jordan era.
Yeah.
I was in the LeBron, Kobe,
Yeah.
Duncan, and I was at the tail end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I played with these guys.
Right.
I've seen all the three-point balls
Right.
go up. They can't. Jordan, no way.
Yeah.
Jordan averaged 50.
You believe Jordan would average 50?
If he wanted to.
Right.
Like James Harden wants to average 50. He just can't.
Right.
He got 38.
Right.
Amazing.
Right.
If Jordan wants to average 50, if he was playing his era, I think he averages 50.
50? Oh no, fo. 50 is a stretch because you gotta think, D. That mean on an average night that nigga getting 50. That mean most other nights that nigga probably getting 60 and 70, fo. I don't think nobody capable of doing that, G. I don't think nobody in the history of basketball has ever averaged more than probably 45, fo. You can't find no nigga out here that average 50 points a game. Unless that nigga was playing in a motherfucking YMCA league. What the fuck? That nigga was a D1 prospect at a JUCO or a D3 or some shit. But I don't think nobody ever averaged more than 50, G. You know how many points you gotta score to average 50 game?
And this is no disrespect to any of the guys
Current players.
that's killing, like
Right.
KD, you know.
Yeah, all those guys. Yeah.
Yeah, not
the guys, Steph and LeBron, and all those
no
guys. Yeah.
disrespect to those guys.
I said between 45 and 50 because it reminded me so much of how Wilt Chamberlain seemed to be just dropped in a different era when he was averaging 50 and 25. That's what Michael Jordan represented for the era he came in. Think about it. He was MVP of the league while teams were still flying commercial. Okay? The rigor isn't the same. The physicality in today's game isn't the same. And one of the things that you didn't acknowledge,
Come here.
all NBA defense. He will be getting steals. He will be getting out in transition, catching lobs, 3-on-2, 2-on-1, and also getting to the free throw line. In the NBA Finals in the early 90s, he scored 63 in the 80s versus the great Boston Celtics. And yes, there are a handful of great defensive teams in today's game. The Bucks, both teams in LA, the Toronto Raptors. But you know what else it is, Greeny? A lot of bottom feeders. So say against the great teams, he would average 40, no doubt. Against the bad teams, the lottery teams, he would definitely average 50 against those squads.
Damn.
So that's how I got to the number, and I see how you got there as well.
So one is the best.
Hey, that's another nigga that said he averaged 50, chat. Hey, I don't know. It's looking like that nigga probably would average 50, folks. I don't know. We gonna see though, man. I'm gonna just keep watching.
Five is subpar. All right, not so good.
Let's
So
see
you get a
what
chance to rank
K
1 through 5.
Dizzle say. Man.
Psychologically, how do you rank Michael Jordan?
The scale of 1 to 5?
1 to 5. 1 being the best, 5 being the worst.
1.
1. Ball handling.
1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Defender.
1.
Mid-range jumper.
0. Like, that ain't 1.
Oh,
Like I said, he was a pure shooter. Like, I don't think anybody in the league at that point was shooting the ball better than him. He shooting 50+% from the field at the guard position, shooting all J's. Like, you have to be a pure shooter. And everything was touching bottoms. Like, 1, 0.
That's true.
We would go 0 with that one.
That's true.
what do you think Jordan will average? Where do you think he would fit in?
I mean, he can adapt his game to anything. He would fit in as the best player in the league. Like, that's what he would be. And, you know, I feel like he'll have more possessions to do more things. but there's also more athleticism in this game. And there's more length in this game, but
It's not more length.
it's also more space for MJ to go to work. So I mean, we'll never know, but for sure, I mean, he's a masterful basketball player. Like we've been saying, his skill level is unmatched.
Nigga, he said how much was the nigga average?
Do numbers in this league today.
How many?
Man, he just said all of that to say that, nigga. He just asked how much would he average, folks. Just give us an answer, KD. This nigga trying to be all philosophical, man. KD, my boy, but damn, that was a long-winded ass answer, man.
How many points do you think Jordan could average in today's NBA?
What's the most he ever averaged? 37?
37-1.
All right, so 40 easy. 40 easy.
40?
40 easy.
40.
Yeah, 40 easy.
Yeah, average 40. I can see that.
40 is easy. 40 would be easy.
40 is easy, yeah.
Because Harden a couple of years ago averaged 36.
Harden was averaging 36.
Right.
So you think
average
Jordan
40.
could average 40 with no problem?
He would average like
I'm gonna
42.
ask both of you guys.
And you add to that when he averaged 37, he was doing it with twos.
Yeah, he wasn't even shooting threes.
They weren't shooting 3-pointers like how they shoot now. You know what I'm saying? Because just imagine if Michael decided to shoot 6-7 threes a game like they do now. Like 40 would have been easy.
No, his numbers would definitely be inflated. If you thought James Harden got to the line a lot, Jordan would average 20 free throws probably every night.
Wow.
You got to understand, he would evolve into this era. You know, the Jordan that we saw young, athletic, get to the basket based on, what we've seen in this era, you would see a Jordan probably shooting more threes too. Mm-hmm. So he would definitely evolve. He averaging 35 at one point. I could see him really pushing that to 40. I don't know about 50, 60, but mid 40s, I could see that possibly happening.
Damn.
I don't know if he'll shoot 75% from the field, but Paul, for his career, I think he averaged like 8.8 free throw attempts per game. So that's at least gonna double. That's really close to 20 per game in today's age. And also, pace and space. Think about how physical the game was back then. You pretty much get put on your back every time you went to the bucket.
Every
now,
time.
all of a sudden, somebody blows on your wrist or hits your hand, that's a foul. Even though he would have taken more threes if he lived in today's age, still his mid-range game was on point. His skill level, he still will be considered one of the most skilled, if not the most skilled in the league today. I think
that's the crazy thing, folks. And the skill that they talking about really is his footwork, bro. And, his mid-range, obviously the fadeaway and all of that shit. But, bro, it was very little holes in Michael Jordan game, G, to where you could say he wouldn't fit today. There's nothing that he didn't do, that wouldn't translate over well. And his things will only get better, nigga. His jump shot, the shit that he was bad at that niggas would say he was bad at, like his handle or his left hand or his jumps to his three ball, all that shit would get better, just off of him just transporting errors. You feel me? Just off the strength. But, man, yeah, that nigga Mike averaging 45.
I don't know 75%, but he'd be averaging in the 40s for sure.
What both of you guys are saying is right. The pace has increased. The three-point shot has increased. Players up front have gotten smaller. So now driving to the basket, he going to be dunking on everybody. Yeah. Just think about that. KD is like a 4 in today's game. Mm-hmm. So now, and then here's the other thing. If Harden can average 36, 37 right now, James Harden is averaging that right now. He's getting none of those points off his defense. Jordan gonna be getting steals.
Yeah, dang, blocks. I ain't think about that.
He gonna be out on fast break. I say about 4. We would be having a conversation, can somebody average 50 besides Will? He'll be 47, 48.
Damn!
I really believe that.
If you put Michael Jordan on the floor today, with the way the game is officiated, with what the league has gone for, with the amount of space, with the lack of physical contact on ball handlers, on guys finishing at the rim, there is absolutely no question in my mind that Michael Jordan would lead the league in scoring every single year, and he probably would be somewhere around 40 a night because the one thing you could do to him, you could try at least, was to try to get into his body. I mean, I was a guy I used my physical strength as an advantage because the guy was so quick. you could at least try to dictate where he was going to go with physical contact 30 feet from the rim. And then, my goodness, I usually had 2 bouncers at the club in the lane behind me, ready to beat him up if he got in there. Now it's no contact on the perimeter. Nobody's coming to lay you out. They're worried about the instant replays, ejections, flagrant 2s. None of that stuff existed. So to put him in a court today with as competitive as he was, as tough as he was, as skilled, as quick, there's no doubt in my mind Michael Jordan would lead the league in scoring.
In today's game, the rules as they are, how would Jordan do, and how many points do you believe he would average?
I don't think anybody's averaging 60 or 70.
Okay.
So that's, those days are over with.
Nobody gonna get Wilt 50 a game, huh?
Not 50 a game. No, that's not gonna happen. But I will say this: Michael Jordan would average whatever he want to average.
You believe he can get 40 a night?
Yeah, he can. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no question about it.
40 a night,
Yeah,
40 a night, that ain't shit.
How you gonna get 40? If you go to
I'm not here to break it down and decipher it. I'm telling you as a witness, I'm testifying on behalf of Michael Jordan that he would average 40 a night.
Hey, that nigga said that was some conviction. Like, nigga, I'm telling you what I know, nigga. What I experienced. That nigga will average 40, folks. That was some conviction in that statement.
We see guys averaging 30.
Right.
And 35. With all due respect, that don't have the arsenal that he has offensively.
Well, you know you have to add that 3 ball. You got to add the 3 ball to get to 40. Because you look at the guys, Harden was the last guy. I think Harden averaged, 36? And that step back 3, he put that in.
Good,
obviously,
Mike.
the free throws, Jordan went to the free throw line a lot. He didn't go as much as Harden. But I don't know how you get to 40 without that 3 ball.
Well, Jordan's going to go to the free throw line more than he did back then because we were able to beat him up, and it was ignored to a certain extent.
Look at that shit, man. Look at that fucking footwork. Look,
beat him up,
here,
and it was ignored to a certain extent.
Okay.
So, and he
good-ass
added the
footwork,
3 ball in his career. We watched him against the Blazers knock down 3. That wasn't his specialty,
right?
But it wasn't like he was a liability shooting the basketball. Michael Jordan would average whatever he wanted to average.
What about these other guys who are playing in today's
Jordan would have averaged 45, 50.
in today's game?
The point I was making is you allow great shooters freedom to roam, freedom with no hand check. You can't crowd me, and I got clear sight at the rim, then it's going to be lights out, baby. But it's so hard to play defense in today's game because they allow the offense to go wherever they want.
Okay, but if Jordan's averaging, I mean, be honest here. If Jordan in his prime, Jordan in the early 90s, is
In
averaging
today's rules.
Yeah, today's rules is averaging 40.
He would average 40.
Okay.
I think he would average 40.
Okay, but didn't he average 39 one year or 37.1? So Kobe's going to average 40.
Kobe would be up there. Kobe would be up there as well.
If Michael played today, he'd probably average almost 50 a game. I mean, he really would because you wouldn't be able to touch him on the perimeter, so he'd be shooting.
Oh my God!
Everybody does this. Wouldn't be able to touch him on the perimeter. So
Alonzo, he just oh man, I know this be hard for some of y'all, man. It's like watching y'all damn funeral playback while y'all still alive, man. He just baptized your ass, man.
I mean, he really would because you wouldn't be able to touch him on the perimeter, so he'd be shooting a ton of free throws.
Yeah, so when everybody does this like Michael LeBron comparison, it's like you almost can't. It's not the same game
It's
that
not
they're
the
playing.
same game. You're right. It's not. It's not the same game. I would have loved to see LeBron play during in the '90s.
And it's the hand checking. You can't put your hands on these guys now.
Yeah, so
and just imagine,
40
Michael
easy.
Jordan was averaging 29 to 30 plus points a game in regular season in the playoffs with hand checking. Now you can't touch him.
Yeah.
You couldn't touch MJ then without getting a foul. Imagine what it looks like now. And you know Michael Jordan
It'd be
will
worse than Shea.
adapt to the game today. And the one thing that will get guys is his ability to get in 1 or 2 dribbles to the pump fake.
Yep.
It's Michael Jordan.
Hell yeah.
You're going to react to every move he does. And his pump fake alone will draw fouls.
As far as LeBron and Michael, if Michael played in this era, he'll average 50. He averaged 50 points.
Hey Joe, that was about 7 motherfuckers that said Mike averaged 50, folks. Damn. Shit tweaking. All right, y'all. That's the end of the video. Like I just said, that's like 7 niggas that just said Mike averaged 50, folks. So it's either they capping, like what? It's either they capping or y'all tweaking. Alright? Because if y'all say Mike wouldn't average 40 plus, you smoking rocks. I don't know what you smoke. You need to stop. Because, nigga, Mike was going to average at least 40. At least 40. I'll say more so on like the 42, 43 point mark. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just thinking about like the longevity of a nigga putting up 40 every night. That shit not, I don't know. But if all these niggas that he played against saying it, then G, this shit gotta be true, man. It gotta be true, folks. Like, cause they know how Mike was a problem back then with the hand check and everything. Nigga, it ain't none of that in the NBA no more. And y'all see how Shai Gilgeous be getting it going on niggas. Shai be getting to that free throw line 20 times a game, man. What y'all think Mike would have did? James Harden. Nigga, getting to the free throw line at will, bro. Like, bro, it would have been a real problem for Mike, man. I mean, for the rest of the league, nigga, it would have been sweet pickings for Mike. What you talking about? All right? But, hey, it's the end of the video, man. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. It's your boy, Coach TDOT, man. I'm up out of here. I love y'all.